I flipped this box up on its side so you can see the woofers moving because it's so hard to see them from the front. We'll turn it back down. Just want to make sure it's all working properly. Positive and negative 2 watts are ran. Frame grounds are done. Engine grounds are done. Everything's underneath the hood ready to go, but I don't want to pull that apart until I get all this bank stuff that I got coming. I got the hot pipe, I got the cold pipe, and the intake on the way. So all that's going to happen along with the alternator. But in the meantime, the RCA's showed up. So let's get this plugged in and maybe pull some subwoofers down, get this thing playing. There's already a positive and negative 1-aught from the original system that I left in the system. So this thing will play. It'll just be minus a couple of positive and negative cables, but it will play. If you watched Anthony's build, the Yukon, you saw I used the Resonix RCAs, and I'll never go back to anything else. Listen, I don't get paid for this. This is not a paid endorsement. I bought these things. Nothing's coming my way. It's just a quality product, and when I know a good product, I'll share it with you. If you haven't seen this, wait till you see this. I literally need maybe a 9-inch RCA for there. And on this side, I need to put some ends because it's already ready to go. That's all I got to do, and this thing should be playing. And it's going to happen within minutes because these things are so nice. They're so fast. So what we have here is a little tool to make nice straight cuts, which is pretty essential. Some really nice RCA cable. Last time I ordered these, I didn't get any of these. This is a real nice touch. I like that. So it looks like you can change the colors. Normally I could make these on the spot inside the vehicle that fast, but I'm making it on the table to kind of show you guys what they look like. So take these cutters, cut you a nice little straight little you can actually feel that engaging when it hits the sweet spot. That's literally like a minute for these two ends right here, and it would have been done already if I wasn't filming for YouTube. Let's head in there and finish the job. Now some might say these wires are actually kind of stiff, but I kind of like that about them. They're still plenty flexible enough to do anything you want to do with them. And they kind of hold their form a little bit when you're trying to do things. Dude, the hardest part about this job for me is going to be seeing the screws in this dark cabin. I can't see what I'm doing. Okay, there we go. That one's ready. Tighten those up. I mean, these are literally already done. Right in front of your eyes. And again, this is not a paid endorsement. I get nothing for this. I just really like these things, and I just want to let you guys know what I'm using. And yeah, you can't really go wrong, I don't think. In case you're new to my channel and you're wondering what this thing right here is, you're about to find out real soon. Pretty cool. Time to put this B pillar back together. All right, here we got the speaker wires coming off of the 5000.1. Put them right here on this. So this is just a speaker box terminal cup. It's a QR one. It's really nice. But instead of putting the cup in the box, we put the cup in the B pillar and we put the plug on the box. So this is basically like a speaker outlet inside the vehicle. Yeah, I believe that's just about time to put the seats in. Everything's hooked up. Everything's proper. RCAs are done. Power, ground, remote, obviously. But one thing I want to discuss before the seats go in, and you probably saw these throughout the other videos, is this seat lift kit. In order to get the 8's in here, you got to raise the seat up. So I've actually got one of the original protos from Bobby Gately back in the day when he first started doing these. I had it at the shop. I don't know if any changes have been made to them since they did them, but yeah, these things are so nice. It doesn't matter if you're using a Gately box or somebody else's box. If you need a lift for any reason, this is the way to go. Probably some of the best I've seen right here. We got one here, and here. One of the real nice things about them is you could take the whole thing out and get the seat in there and then put this back in if you want to. That helps me out a lot because I have amps in the way. They're pretty close. Shout out to Gately Audio. It's a badass design. I love it. As you can see, we got tons of clearance. It's like it was meant to be almost. Seats are in. Yeah. Let's see what this lift looks like. It's noticeably higher, but ain't nothing we can't really deal with. Probably don't want to have an NBA star back here, but should be all right. Alright, everything came out really good. It's all playing right now. I got signal coming out of that sub wire, which only means one thing. We need subs. Let's grab them. Let's put them in. We'll have this thing bumping in a matter of minutes. Hey, yo. Hey, if you get a minute, man, grab me that box. Yeah. You're out. And I've been waiting for this moment for a long time. Yeah. So the box is bigger than the other one, obviously. There's 4/8 compared to the 6.5. But it's not noticeable. It's a little bit noticeable because it's a 2-inch seat lift, but it's not that bad. And look what you get out of the deal. Let's plug in that Neo magnet terminal cup and see if the subs are even moving right now. I mean, we haven't even gotten to that part yet. All right, here's the moment of truth. Let's turn this bad boy on. We got lights. Let's make them red before we do this for good luck. Okay.
Long as they can. Many times
I hear sounds.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan.
John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan.
Are on a mission to make sure.
Money over suckers.
Ooh, listen to those doors.
Suckers, duckers. Where I'm from, we learn to get the work before they touch us. Sherbet in a diamond got me coughing like pertussis. Baseline of swipe, game time, I'm getting buckets. Draw dragon with a dope bag with thrash swagger. Red Lambo when I blow past.
Turn it down a little bit. All right, let's hook the beat up. All right, here we go.
Suckers over money, suckers, duckers. Where I'm from, we learn to
Woo! Look at that. Took it right out of my hand. Oh yeah, we're bumping. I flipped this box up on its side so you can see the woofers moving because it's so hard to see them from the front. We'll turn it back down. Just want to make sure it's all working properly. These gains are not set. We're just playing around a little bit and they're barely cracked. So make sure everything's functioning. Alright, let's see if we can get these things moving a little bit more.
Running like AP. All day, all day. Running like AP. All day, all day, all day.
Yeah, alright.
These niggas is crazy.
Nice. So it looks like everything's playing really good. I haven't done much of anything as far as tuning. I did go into the DSP and quickly set the crossovers and make sure they were crossing over. No gains are set. They're barely cracked just so I can actually hear sound coming out. Those will be dialed in real soon, and I can't wait to hear what this thing's gonna sound like once I do that. Also, even though I ran all that wire, right now, it's only being powered by one 1-aught positive and one 1-aught negative. I have two 2-aught positives and two 2-aught negatives underneath the hood, coiled up right where the fuse block is gonna go. I'm not ready to do that yet because I got a couple of things coming from Banks that I want to install first while I'm tearing this all apart. And of course, I got to do the alternator as well. So I'm going to pull all this apart, alternator, hot, cold pipes, intake, and mount my fuse block, and this project will be done. But for right now, it's all playing, it's all bumping, and I'm really happy with it. When this is all said and done, it's all finished, I'll do a nice long walk around and show you guys everything. But right now, I'm out of here.